Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of For What It's Nerd. Today we are recording slightly earlier in the week. I'm recording on a Tuesday because I have got this to show you guys. So you guys will be seeing this as normal on Sunday, but I thought we'd unbox them today because I was very excited to get into these. This is Star Wars Unlimited, a new TCG by Fantasy Flight and Star Wars, of course, and very excited to get into it. This is the first kind of edition. These are the first sets, starting with the Spark of Rebellion, and yeah, so this is the 2-player starter box, and then I have 24 boosters here as well. We're going to go through the majority, if not all, here today, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get into it. I'm very excited about this, so bear with me. I know basically nothing about the game so far, which I think sometimes is the best way. It's nice to just go into something totally blind. So I don't know any of the kind of cards that you might find. I don't know their rarity. I'm also going to probably have some loud box opening noises on this because we're not editing this. This is all as it happens. This is all live. But I'm very excited because what I like about this is they're doing all unique art for this. As opposed to other Star Wars TCGs, where they typically reuse older art, which I don't mind necessarily, but I'm not a super big fan of. Like, if I was going to do something, I'd prefer to do it from this. Like, I prefer to see a new version. You know what I mean? I prefer to see newer stuff. So, this has 2 starter decks in it. One comprising of like a Darth Vader hero deck, and one comprising of a Luke Skywalker deck, as you guys can see on the box. And yeah, so we're going to go through those to start, and then we'll go through the boosters. So first, it looks like we've got some posters or maybe player mats. Yeah, it looks like it might be a player mat, actually. And it's got gorgeous art. Like I say, this art is part of the reason I was so intrigued. So none of this actually is a poster. I can't really show you guys all of it, but it looks great. Love it. It's just the art from the box, essentially. Actually, that's much better, isn't it? There you go, guys. I put it in my camera. Look at that, gorgeous. Oh, I tell a lie, it actually is. It is the game. There you go. So it's a poster and it's a board. Very exciting. I have actually got the player mat coming as well as card sleeves and stuff like that as well. But I'm going to just go through this for now, and then we might do another video, or might do an episode on a video on Mermaid Mythos as well, and same with Vader as well there, of course, for the opposite side. Now, here's a manual of what the game is about. I'll read the blurb quick. So Star Wars Unlimited is a trading card game in which each player takes on the role of a leader, an iconic Star Wars character who rallies? There we go. Rallies their forces into battle to defeat their opponent's base. These forces are represented by a 50-card deck containing units, events, and upgrades. This game is played out over a series of rounds. During the action phase of each round, you'll play cards from your hand and use these cards to attack your opponent's base and units. Then in the regroup phase, you'll draw cards, build up your resources, and ready your units for the next round of battle. Early in the game, your leader will affect the battle passively, where eventually they'll join the fray as a powerful unit. So, you know, Vader very much comes into play, and then everyone should shit themselves. Kidding. Here's some tokens. Again, I don't know what they're doing at the moment, but I imagine it's something to do with damage or the like. Look, they look very nice. They're reminding me of Crimson Dawn, actually, which is funny. I would have thought they would have done some blue ones as well, but there you go. Some kind of nice little card deck holders. I love these, actually. They're pretty cool. That's probably what I want to keep most of my stuff in, because I was concerned that I'd have to keep the big box. Even though the art on the box is gorgeous, and you know, you'd love to keep every box that you get. Sometimes I feel like that with Marvel United, I should get rid of the boxes, but they're so pretty. But yeah, so they're cool. They're pretty cool. I'm not going to obviously pop up the other one yet. But here we go with the cards. So this is deck numero uno. Obviously, these are all pre-selected cards to have a balanced deck. Now, let's have a look. So I'll try and get these guys as close to you for you guys as I can. Let's zoom in, see if that doesn't. It would be good if I wasn't zooming in the wrong thing. I'm zooming in my other camera instead. I'm very good at this. I'm very pro. Okay, so that's probably as best as I'm going to get without ruining the card quality. In fact, that's maybe a bit too much. Okay, I'm hitting everything. This is great. This is really well done, as always, from Peralta. Darth Vader. Command Center, which is looks like it's on the Death Star. We have experience learned, gorgeous art, and then there's similar ones there with Luke as well. We have a TIE fighter and another TIE fighter, a Death Star stormtrooper, and another one, and another one. We have Admiral, is it Orzel or Ozzel? We have a First Legion snowtrooper, and another one. We have Admiral Morty. We have Admiral Morty again. We have Admiral Morty a third time. We have a snowtrooper lieutenant. Some really good art here. A Viper probe droid. For those who love the Battle of Hoth. This is a great deck, it looks like. Admiral Piet. Super Laser Technician. And again. And again. A Cell Block Guard. And again. And again. We have General Veers. Now, if you guys are aware of any of the Star Wars Twitter accounts, one of them is a Veers Watch account, which is very funny. Every time something comes out, they say, watch this, no Veers. Read this, no Veers. We have a lot of Veers fans out there, so glad to see he's included. Grand Moff Tarkin. And two more of him. An Imperial Interceptor. ×3. A TIE Advanced, Vader's own ship. AT-ST. A Gladiator Star Destroyer. Now, I don't know if I've seen these outside of the Empire War game, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that. An AT-80, or otherwise known as an AT-AT. Palpatine. Papa Palps. The Relentless. Vader's lightsaber. Again, really gorgeous art in some of these. Well, most of these, to be honest. Then we have... Oh, what's this? This is a recruit card. Nice little poster on the bottom there. We have a Force Choke card. We have a resupply card. Now, this is really interesting because what they've decided to use for this card is actually a sort of one of the episodes in Star Wars Rebels, which is cool. Hera and Sabine on that card there. Open Fire, which is like a Stormtrooper card, and then I Am Your Father, which I assume is like a Vader sort of classic card, so to speak. There's 3 of those. Don't know why he needs to reveal it 3 times, but there you go. Maximum Firepower, which again reminds me of Empire at War, and Overwhelming Barrage, which, look at that art, guys. Like, look at that. That's phenomenal. I'm tilting my own head to see it at the same time because I just think, wow. So that is the deck for Vader. So that's obviously intended to be that way. I am curious where Vader is in that. Why did we see Vader? Oh, there. No, I pulled him out first, right? I'm sure I did. Oh no, there's cards I missed. Guys, there's cards I missed. I think. Shield, and Vader. There we go. And so it gives you a little deck list on all the command centers, like the... Oh, I get it, right? Okay, so this actually gives you all the cards that you should have for the Darth Vader deck with a little... And this is the command center is actually not cards per se as like a terrain almost. So there is those. I will move those off to the side. Not Actually, to be fair, I should probably order these out, because otherwise we're going to end up with a situation when we're opening the other ones in which I get everything muddled up. So I'm going to put that straight into there. That's going to go off to the side. Nice. And let's open the next one, which is our Luke Skywalker deck. There's the nice little edge like this one just had. There we go. Okay. So, naturally, we start with Luke himself. Then we have the Administrator's Tower. So this is a Cloud City terrain. We have similar cards to the other deck. So obviously there are cards that are similar across the game for both sides. We have the T1B Surgical Droid. We have our old buddy R2D2, which is a great card. Love that. I actually, do you know what? I think the art is really gorgeous. I don't know whether you guys can, yeah, you guys can get a good glimpse of that. That's a gorgeous piece of art. An Alliance X-Wing. 3 of those. Now, here's my buddy. Here's my guy, 3PO, and that gold is a gorgeous gold. I don't know whether the camera actually doesn't really do it justice. It's a gorgeous gold on 3PO there. Here, a Rebel Pathfinder. Oh, that's cool. A restored Arc 170. So that's a Clone Wars ship. Oh, shit. Look at that art. Now, that's a great piece of layer art there. Let me get it any closer I can. It's coming into my camera view because I'm trying to get it so close to you guys, for you guys. That's a gorgeous piece of layer art. I love that. This is a Rogue Operative. A Fleet Lieutenant. He doesn't look like he's controlling a fleet necessarily, but there you go. A Wing Leader. Our kind of foil to Palpatine in a sense. Yoda. Cloud City Wing Guard. A System Patrol Craft. Consular Security Force. And Orzituk Liberator Gunship. Never heard of that in my life. There you go. General Dodonna. The battle station is heavily shielded. Said that recently in a Pralters Players video, and I had to do the whole song. We're not doing that here. Snowspeeder. Chewie. Now, if Han's not in here, we're going to go wild, right? A Vigilant Honor Guard. Obi-Wan, again, really gorgeous art on that. Here we are, here he is. Again, really gorgeous art. I'm bringing it into my camera again because you guys need to see that up and close and personal. That is gorgeous art of Han there. Resilient, which is like it looks like a trait card of some kind. Luke's lightsaber, which is obviously, of course, a foil again to Vader's kind of same thing. Repair. Shoot first. They had to do it. They had to do it. Asteroid Sanctuary. Do you know what I think is really cool about these cards as well? And I'm thinking this as I'm going through. They really do remind me of the in-universe Sabak cards at the same time. Surprise Attack, which is great. It's got a little scene from Rogue One there with Director Krennic and Jyn. Waylay, which is a little scene from Endor there. And Vanquish. And I was thinking, what the hell is that image? It actually goes quite hard, actually, and I don't usually use that term. But it's Vader throwing Palpatine down the Death Star. That's pretty cool. And so I assume, yeah, so I was wondering how this card worked and I missed it last time. It's that this one is double backed. I didn't realize that before, but it is. So these cards are doubled. It's on size. On the sides. On both. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyway, so that is the first two decks of the game so far. Obviously, people have been making their own decks with time, as is often the case with these games. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be playing too much. I'm not really helping myself in getting these sorted out here, I've realized. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. Any second now. We'll get there. Oh my gosh, I'm not... I just need to, like... Okay. Let's just all calm down. Let's all breathe. Let's take a second. We're there, nearly there. There we go. Oh, that took way too long. Okay, right. And then that one, we'll put these in this one for now. Right, so there's those two done. Now, this is the very exciting bit. So this is what you would get typically in a store when you see them having bulk boxes. And what I'm really excited about is there's Chewy art on these, on a few of these. Thrawn art on a few of these. If I don't pull a Thrawn card today, I'm going to be devastated. And layer art on the front of these, which is a different layer to the one we just had in that pack. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 to open, which is what I said at the beginning, but I thought we'd open them like that anyway. I'm going to keep this box to put them in as we go. Right, so we're just going to basically open them and see what we get. Let's go with the Chewy sets first. Push the others back. Okay, right. I'm very excited because now we're into the unknown territory because anything could happen at this point. And let's hope I can open this because I've just thought about that now. That perhaps wasn't the best way of opening them, but I don't have scissors on me right now, so we're going to have to just deal and hope for the best. I've opened them very badly, but there you go. Okay, so wow. So straight away, we've got a pretty cool card in that of Sabine Wren. So this is a leader card, it looks like. Sabine. The art looks amazing. Again, really cool. Sabine. Okay, so I don't know if this is like when you get one, you get the other, because we've got Chopper Base as well, which is pretty cool on Atolon, which is really nice to see a version. I've just hit the mic, by the way, so I'm sorry if that caused any issue there. Which is really cool to see in like a live action, not live action, but in like more contemporary art, not contemporary, traditional art, should I say. Death Star Stormtrooper, which of course we've seen prior. An escort skiff from Tatooine, of course. A scout bike pursuer. An ardent sympathizer, and that is a Soliston on the card. Academy training, which is taking a little scene out of Rebels there on the card. Moment of peace, Yoda on Dagobah. A swoop racer. Cell block guard. An ISB agent. Pretty cool. Greedo. Rebel assault. The Fifth Brother. Again, very nice art on the card. For a cause I believe in, which is, it looks like, it's definitely Cassian, but I don't know who's with him. I don't know whether it is, it's not Saw Gerrera, I don't think. And then a nice, shiny Rebel Pathfinder. So that is pack 1 down of 24. Happy with some of those already, to be honest. They're pretty cool. I'm excited to see what else we keep pulling. Like, want something like, I don't know how rare they are at the moment, but I want something rare. Like, I feel like that would be really cool. Like, for our first ever opening, like for the first ever opening of like this game, you know. So I've got another Sabine. So I don't know how this works, but so you do get a different card as regards the command center, so to speak. But I did get Sabine again. And then we've got a Spec Force Soldier. We've got a Steadfast Battalion. A Cargo Juggernaut. Keep Fighting, which interestingly, considering that the game currently is mainly based in the original trilogy, this one has a clone trooper on it fighting battle droids. Another escort skiff. Honor guards again. Snow Trooper Lieutenant again. Now, this is pretty cool, actually. Mining Guild TIE Fighters. A Lothal Insurgent. Bright Hope. Force Choke, like we got in the other deck. TIE Advanced. A Jedi lightsaber in this one. Typical Jedi lightsaber. And a shiny Strike True card. That's, you know, the art's kind of, you know what? Actually, I wish I had this card without the shine, because I think the art's gorgeous on its own. A really nice depiction of Luke on Tatooine. So there is number 2 down. I'm interested to see what other heroes they have, because right now we've only got Sabine twice, but we've got plenty of time. I've just hit the mic again, by the way. We have plenty of time to see if there are any others. And they decided to prove us right on that front, because we have a Leia Organa here. That's the one on the front of the packet. And that one is, of course, her on... 1 second, I'm hitting the mic again. I'm trying to like do both at the same time, and I'm not doing well. Right, there we go. Her on Hoth, and Echo Base to go alongside. So that just seems to be luck that if you get those together. But I'm glad for it. A Wampa in this one. Super Laser Technician, which I believe we got in the main deck. Alliance X-Wing. Repair. Legion Stormtrooper. Bounty Hunter crew. That one's quite nice. Restock. Mining Guild. Vigilant Honor Guards again. A smuggling compartment, which is pretty cool. Admiral Piet. Force Thoreau in this one, and that's a really cool image again of Vader there. Traitorous, and that is a picture of Barriss Offee, which is pretty cool to see. And then Tactical Advantage, which is a picture of... I just think it's a rebel stormtrooper, a rebel trooper, should I say? But very nice to see Barriss in there. So it looks like I think what they've kind of done here is, at least in my opinion, is it looks like they've done the kind of generalist cards, the stuff that like is like action based, so to speak. They've done those with the intention that they will be, I mean, they are obviously intending to go further along with this, but with the intention that some of them will be Clone Wars era and stuff on the cards, because they're going to do that eventually as well, if that makes sense. This one we have Boba Fett. Now, gotta be honest, I think that's one of my least favorites of the designs, like artistry so far, but I still think it's a really nice one. Capital City, Lothal. We have a Mercenary Company. We have a restored Arc 178K. We have a nice larger version of that really famous shot from the trailer for Rogue One with Jyn Erso, or that's an infiltrator skill. Battlefield Marine. Rebel Pathfinder again. We have a Disarm card. Now, I believe that looks to me like Fen Rao on the card, actually. I'm not 100%. A Rogue Operative again. Volunteer Soldier. Rogue Operative again. That one's... Oh, wait. That one's different, though. Look, that's like... That's got no... That's a borderless one. That's pretty cool. I actually like the borderless like more, sorry. It's pretty cool. And then an 8080. Fighters for Freedom. An energy conversion lab, should I say, sorry. That's a pretty cool little card. Oh, shit. So they must be doing some Clone Wars characters in these, because that's Mace Windu. And a Guerrilla Attack Pod. So we got Mace. That's pretty cool, actually. I did not expect Mace to show up in this set, especially because this is Spark of Rebellion. But we'll go with it. We're not gonna say no, you know. So is that number 3 now or number 4? I forget now. We'll just go through the packs at this point, I think. There you go. Right, okay. Number whatever this is. You guys will keep count better than I will. We'll have to start moving these off to the side, I think. Okay, so this one, oh, Cassian. We have Cassian Andor next as our hero. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I love that art, actually. It looks like it's meant to be based on season 1 of Andor to me personally, but maybe I'm wrong. Just gonna roll up my sleeve, it's dropping down. Surgical Droid, Imperial Interceptor, Medal Ceremony, Seasoned Shore Trooper. That looks like really cool art, actually. System Patrol Craft we've seen, Open Fire we've seen, Frontier AT-RT is new, I believe. Got a Twi'lek riding it. Syndicate Lackeys, which is to do with the Pikes. Jawa Scavengers. Rogue Squadron Skirmisher. The Ruthless Raider. Or a Ruthless Raider. I don't know. That's a Force Choke Borderless. It's really nice, actually. Cunning, with a young Han Solo as the image on that one. And a Partisan Insurgent, which is one of Saw Gerrera's men. Again, I know I keep putting cards across my face. I don't want to zoom too much more on this camera because it starts to blur. I'm looking to get the same camera that I have in front of you guys now with my face for this eventually, but to turn that camera into this camera would be a lot of work, so I'm just leaving it as it is for now, and eventually we'll get that other camera. So be aware of that going forward. We will be getting these better to a better standard as soon as we can, but for the time being, bear with. Oh yeah, I'm very happy, guys. The Grand Inquisitor. Now it looks to be based more off the one from Obi-Wan Kenobi, the design from Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm not necessarily against it though. And this is the Catacombs of Kadera. And that is on Jeddah, interestingly. We have a consular security force again. We have the mission briefing. The battle station is heavily shielded. I wouldn't do it. Homestead Militia. Rugged Survivors. They look like they're from maybe Jeddah as well. Imperial Interceptor. Resupply. Underworld Thug. That one is it looks like a weak wear to me, actually. Surprise Strike, we've already seen. ATST, there again. Power Failure, which looks like a droidica. The Power of the Dark Side, and that looks like a kind of dramatization of the killing of the rebel at the beginning of A New Hope. I'm just having a look at this one. Takedown, which I think looks really nice, without the border. And that looks like it's Iden Versio, actually. And Solo again, and in Alliance X-Wing for that one there. Very exciting. We've barely scratched the surface here. I'm interested to see what other cards we find in this. I feel like I've probably got, not most, but a good majority of them already. Okay, now we've got Jin herself this time, which is different art to the Jin we've seen on the other cards. This is Jin in her more iconic attire. Chopper base again. A Snowspeeder, the Gladiator we saw earlier, Resilient, a Scout Bike Pursuer again, Ardent Sympathizer again, Outer Rim Headhunter, Cell Block Guard again, ISB Agent, another Star Destroyer, another Bright Hope, the Fifth Brother again, Yoda, Heroic Sacrifice, and that is K2SO on the card. And oh, this is nice. This is a borderless and a shiny, and that's Don't Get Cocky. That's Luke firing in the Millennium Falcon using the turrets. It's a very nice card. So we're nearly finished with the Chewie packs, it looks like. Yep, one more of the Chewie packs, so to speak. I'm calling them as if they're their own thing. They're not. It's just that I've decided to split them up that way, it looks like. So there you go. Boba Fett, which of course we've already got, but nice to see him again. The Dagobah Swamp, but now I don't remember if we've got this one actually, so that's pretty cool. Gladiator Star Destroyer again. Vanquish, which is the one with Vader throwing Palpatine. Partisan Insurgent. Tactical Advantage. Guardian of the Wills. Now that's a really nice image. Very nice. Guerrilla Attack Pod. Outer Rim. Headhunter. Gamorrean Guards. Very nice. TIE Fighter. Overwhelming Barrage. Karabast. They made a card regarding Zeb's curse word, so to speak. Bears Malbus from Rogue One. A security complex, so the place on Jeddah, not Jeddah, Scarif, sorry. And another Guerrilla Attack Pod in Shiny, which is interesting because we already got one of those. Interesting. I wonder if you can get shiny heroes. Surely you can, right? I'd say so. I find it interesting that you could get a hero. You get a hero with every pack, though. I was wondering if they would be more rare when I got the base game, so to speak. Not base game, but you know what I mean, like the starter pack. Okay, so we have a Chewbacca. Yep. And that is taking a little bit more of a comedic effect on Chewie there, with the gaping mouth. Command Center on the Death Star. A regional sympathizer on that one there. A guerrilla attack pod again. Patrolling V-Wing. Vanquish. Occupier siege tank. A Corellian freighter. Waylay. Syndicate lackeys. Mission briefing, this one without the background, which looks, again, gorgeous. I really do like it when they have the background gone. Takedown. Chewbacca again, but this time just the normal card. Overwhelming Barrage. The Avenger, which is gorgeous art again. And a Distant Patroller for this one. So I'm really enjoying all the ships we're getting as well. I mean, you know, it's funny because as opposed to maybe some other space fantasy type things, I don't think Star Wars' Star Wars' ships are iconic, but I don't think they're like, I'd say Star Trek is more known for its ships than its characters, where I feel like Star Wars is known more for its characters than its ships, even though both have iconic characters either way, if that makes sense. We will do our layer set next and see what we get from those, because primarily it gives me more space to put the trash at the top, for one. Secondly, because I'm really concerned that I feel like we've got to, if we will jinx ourselves if we don't get a Thrawn in the Thrawn packs. So if I wait until the end, I won't upset myself. Right, okay. Let's go with the layer pack, our first layer pack. Chewbacca again. Catacombs of Kadera again. Precision Fire, which is ironic, coming from a Stormtrooper. At least he's got a sniper, this one. Resupply again. Academy Defense Walker, which they used in the same episode as the training from before. Disabled Fang Fighter. Strike True, which again, like, that shows the art far more clearly with that than the shiny did. Crafty Smuggler, which is a Duros, same as Cad Bane species. AT-ST. A 7th Fleet Defender. Strike True, and this one looks even better. Strike True without the border on it. Lieutenant Childson, which I think is from Rebels. I believe so. Is he the guy that Ezra causes loads of issues for throughout the seasons? No Good to Me Dead with Han Solo in Carbonite. Don't Get Cocky as a proper card this time. And an Outer Rim Headhunter in shiny. Okay, next pack. We're doing well. We're doing well. Absolutely brilliantly. I'm proud of us. Jin. The Catacombs of Kadera. Echo Base. Guardian of the Wills. Partisan. Fleet Lieutenant. Tactical Advantage. Consular Security Force. TIE Fighter. Gamorrean Guards. The Liberator Gunship again. Sabine Wren as a card this time. I don't think we've got her as a card. I think we've only got her as a hero, which is nice. Protector with a gorgeous image of Chirrut Imwe. I'm very excited about this card though. Ezra Bridger. Very nice. Red 3. And Consular Security Force in shiny. I've got to say, I really like all the cards we've pulled so far. There's not one that I'm super like, oh my gosh, like that's my favorite card ever, you know? Like when we did Pokemon cards, I haven't done Pokemon cards in years, but when we did Pokemon cards, I got some a while back, and it was an Articuno, not Galarian, whatever the region was, the variant of Articuno, and I loved it. I kept that one out of the box even. Echo Base, did we get Echo Base? I don't remember now, I'm losing track. Bike Pursuer, Ardent Sympathizer, Regional Sympathizer, Patrolling V-Wing, Moment of Peace, Occupier Siege Tank, ISB Agent, Corellian, Freighter, Fighter, Forced Surrender, and again, this is using a Clone Wars image with Newt Gunray and Padme Amidala. The Force is with me, a nice version of Chirrut there. It doesn't look like it's on Scarif though. Maybe it is though. It just doesn't look like it. A Pirated Starfighter. The Emperor's Legion. And Underworld Thug. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, not that I'm, grumbling about what I've got so far. I think they're all nice cards. I just don't know if I have one I'm like, oh yeah, that's amazing. But I'm sure we still have time, so we'll see. We'll see. This looks like it's a different hero at the very least. Oh, it's Leia. That's not to sound bad, I love Leia, but just like, I thought it was a different one. Oh, I thought it was someone we hadn't gotten yet. Steadfast Battalion. Vigilant Honor Guards. Jedi Agitator. Snow Speeder. Star Destroyer. Resilient. Snapshot Reflexes, and that looks like Mando in that, actually. Yeah, it's Mando, so that's a Mando card. Lothal Insurgent. Confiscate. Zeb Aurelios. Very glad to have him. This card looks a little bit more cheesy than some of the others, but that's cool. Via's Power of the Dark Side. Strafing Gunship, and a shiny TIE Fighter. Okay. Still got a lot of Leia packets to go before we even get to Thrawn packets. But we shall get there. This is another Leia. Oh, I'm running out of space again. Uh-oh. Running out of space. Okay. Leia again here, and the Dagobah Swamp. Vanguard Infantry. Alliance X-Wing. Repair. A Wampa again. A Super Laser Technician. I forgot what it was called there. It's literally in front of me and I forgot. Cloud City Wingguard. A Restock. Snapshot Reflexes again. Asteroid Sanctuary. Force Throw, which again, I don't know whether I don't know whether I showed you guys that last time, but that art again is gorgeous. An AT-AT Suppressor, which is a different AT-AT to what we've had previously. Shoot First, which of course we saw previously as well. Agent Callus, getting a lot of Rebels characters, I really like it. And the Force is with me in shiny, which is a nice one to have shiny if you're going to have one of those kinds of cards shiny. Very important moment in the films, so in fact, a very, like, I think it's one of those moments where, in the films, where even though this movie's totally not about Jedi, it's like, it's one of the moments that you realize, yeah, this is still Star Wars, even though it's not got Jedi left and right, you know? Okay, let's see what we've got next. Oh, a new hero in Grand Moff Tarkin on this one. And the Death Star Command Center again. Strike True. The System Patrol Craft. Green Squadron A-Wing. Ironic that it's red. Recruit, which we haven't seen since the original packets now. Wilderness Fighter. Open Fire. Waylay. Syndicate Lackeys. Maximum Firepower. Admiral Ozzel. The Ghost, which is a really cool one to have. Cantina Bouncer. And Wedge Antilles. And Prepare for Takeoff, which has a nice scene of Yavin 4 at the bottom. We've got a lot of, like, named characters, to be fair. I wouldn't I'm not going to scoff at the ones we've got, to be completely fair about it. I just think I could do with some shinies or some just something crazy. Throw something crazy at me. You know, we've got Tarkin twice now. It's ironic, we haven't seen Tarkin all this time, and now he's shown up twice. We didn't know he was even a possibility until a pack ago. Echo Base Defender, Guardian of the Wills, Partisan Insurgent, Fleet Lieutenant, Tactical Advantage, TIE Fighter, Crafty Smuggler, Liberator Gunship, Protector, Chewbacca, Prepare for Takeoff, an Electro Staff, and U-Wing Reinforcement. Which again, some new cards there. A few new cards actually in that one. To be fair, we are down to, I think if it's on our last packet for Leia, it's definitely second off last. Still not seen any Thrawn, guys. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. You don't see Thrawn, I'm going to be disappointed. Oh, but I'll take this though. Another hero in Director Krennic. That's pretty cool. I love Director Krennic. I think he's a really interesting character. He's this diplomat, even though he's really risen high in the Empire. He's really just a diplomat. Sort of half diplomat, half technician in a way. Battlefield Marine, which is not a Sullustan. Oh gosh, what's their name? They share Mon Cala with the Mon Calamari. Not Aqualish. Quarren. That's it. Quarren. Rebel Pathfinder. Make an opening. Cantina Braggart. Consortium Star Viper. So they are taking from the Zion Consortium here. Because those are 100% from that game. 100% from Empire at War. Death Trooper. Volunteer Soldier. Asteroid Sanctuary. Viper Probe Droid. Rallying Cry, which looks like a Mando card, actually, like a Mandalorian card. The Ghost. Pirated Starfighter. Emperor's Royal Guard, which is a really nice image, actually. And Power of the Dark Side in Shiny. Okay, so that is... Again, we've got some new cards in there. That is another set of the cards done. That's all the layer packs done. So on to Thrawn, and let us hope that the pack influences the cards. Just once, please. Please. Oh, okay. Again, not exactly what I expected, but Hera, I will take Hera. I love Hera Syndulla. Probably one of the most influential characters of the last, 10 years, Star Wars-wise. I'm going to put it straight into the box there. I didn't mean to do that. Chopper Base. Jeddah Agitator again. An Alliance Dispatcher. Snowspeeder. Resilient. Death Star Stormtrooper. Academy Training. Confiscate. Surprise Strike. Cell Block Guard. Distant Patroller. The Cartel Spacer. The 97th Legion. Emperor Palpatine. And, oh, now this is a card. This is a card. General Krell. General Pong Krell. Wow. That's a really cool card, actually. That's probably our best card yet. To be honest, I didn't expect him. If I was going to tell you who I thought was going to show up in these packs, I would not have said, "Hey, look, there's Pong Krell." But that's now probably my favorite card so far. That sinister. Look at that. Look at how sinister he looks. Also, just his design's so cool. It's crazy that the two basilisks we have, a basilisk, I don't know how they actually put it, spell it now that I'm thinking about it, but the two basilisks we have are such iconic characters, and for totally different reasons. Dexter Jetster, and then obviously Pong Krell. Han Solo, this one's funny because this one looks actually very caricatured, but I don't think it looks bad. And then Vanguard Infantry, Cloud City Wingguard. I think we have all of Cloud City in these decks now. Keep Fighting, Alliance Dispatcher, Cargo Juggernaut, Spec Force Soldier, Outer Rim Headhunter, Snowtrooper Lieutenant, a Swoop Racer, Kanan Jarrus. Very glad for that one. That color looks amazing on that card. I love it. Bib Fortuna. Very nice. Colonel Yularen. Damn, this is a good set. This is a good set of cards. The Relentless. And it's not Thrawn, but it's pretty close. The Chimera, his ship. Nice. Okay, that was probably one of our best pulls so far, to be honest. All gorgeous cards. Very happy with those. Okay. We've got to bring it home now, though. We've got to bring it home. We've got to bring it home. Let's do this. Harrison Jula. Administrator's Tower again. Making an opening. That's a Bears Malbus again on that one. First Legion Snowtrooper. Consortium Star Viper. Death Trooper. Cantina Braggart. Swoop Racer. Viper Probe Droid. Bounty Hunter Crew. Jedi Agitator. Devotion, which has a Yoda and Luke on it. Bamboozle, which is Han trying to persuade people that they don't need to come down to the detention level. Attack Pattern Delta. Galactic Ambition. And a Bounty Hunter Crew in that gorgeous shiny variant. Okay, so we still have some to go. We still have a few. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've done 20 so far. Still have another set to do. And yeah, let's see what we get. IG88. That's pretty cool. Very nice card design there. And we have Kestro City on Vardos, which I'm pretty sure is the city from Battlefront 2. I think that's where Iden Versio is from. So we have Wilderness Fighter, we have a Green Squadron Air Wing, we have a Mercenary Company, Arc 170, Infiltrator, Maximum Firepower, Disarm, Rogue Operative, Entrenched. We have Bosk. Very nice. A Hardpoint Heavy Blaster. Fett's Fire Spray. I do believe that they're not calling it, even though it's said in a few episodes, the Clone Wars, etc., so it's still called that. I do think they're trying to move away from that name, the original name of the ship, with Fett's Fire Spray now. Also, it's because I was watching the Clone Wars of the day with a few friends, and at one point the ship actually just goes down. And like, I'm pretty sure it's destroyed. So would it even be called that anymore? Technically, I don't know. Depends on how you view it. But if it's just a ship that's based on the original, then maybe not. So, you know, but I get why they're maybe not calling it that anymore. It's a bit of a weird, not a weird name, but it's a bit of a. I can understand why they would want to move away from that, especially for kids. Chewbacca. Castro City again. We've not seen these all the while, and then we're getting them now. I don't know why I took it that way, but there you go. Advanced Precision Fire, Medal Ceremony, Seasoned Shoretrooper, Surgical Droid, Fang Fighter, Fleet Defender, Frontier ATRT, Moment of Peace, General Dodonna, Bib Fortuna, Mon Mothma, and it's like, that's a really cool card again. I Have No Choice with Lando on it, and Tactical Advantage. Guys, I am really not looking forward to the fact that we haven't got Thrawn yet. It's the only reason I bought these. I'm kidding. Sort of. Come on, Thrawn. I'm manifesting you. I saw Grand, and I was like, oh, it was Tarkin. It's Tarkin, guys. Damn you, Tarkin. Chopper Base, Homestead Militia, Security Force, Lieutenant, Mission Briefing, Echo Base Defender, Rugged Survivors, Waylay, Liberator Gunship, Thug, Vanguard Ace, a Reinforcement Walker, which is the ones from Rogue One, a Star Wing Scout, Bail Organa, and a Rogue Squadron Skirmisher. Right. It's all riding on this last pack. I really hope we get something amazing. Otherwise, I'm going to be trading in some of these cards to get a Thrawn card. Come on. Please. Or something just as good. Come on. No. It's Krennic. Devastated. Okay, right, let's go through them. Academy Training, Moment of Peace, Regional Sympathizer, Guerrilla Attack Pod, Patrolling V-Wing, Vanquish, Corellian Firefighter, a Jawa, Gamorrean Guards, Outmaneuver, General Targ, Zeborelios, a U-Wing Reinforcement, and Resilient. And that is it for now, guys. I think we got some really good pulls, and I think that definitely got better near the end. We got a lot of new cards, a lot of like not heroic cards, but named cards as well. But really, really gorgeous work on these cards, and I'm really impressed with the quality of them, to be honest. But yeah, we've got a nice little box full of cards now. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this, let me know. If you guys would like to see more unboxings like this in the future, we might do some more in like a month's time. If I feel like if I might research how many more cards there are compared to what we've got, and maybe like tick them off or something like that, and then we'll know like, is it worth it getting more, or is it maybe worth trying to find a few of the cards or something like that. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I have really enjoyed unboxing this, and I'll see you guys soon for more for What It's Nerd. Thank you guys as always. I'll see you later.